Hi, well, it's 8:30 in the morning on the 13th of November 2016. I'm still in a bit of shock after the American general election, and it makes me question what's happened to the human race, really, not just in America, but in the human race. I do question the nature of the American election. I'm not suggesting anything inappropriate. I wouldn't dream of it, and America gets the president it deserves. But I know that there's going to be a few further developments before the inauguration, which is going to make a few people sit up. And I'm a bit disturbed by the fact that the British right wing is really getting involved in the American election and claiming that they helped Donald Trump. The sight of Donald Trump shaking the hand of Nigel Farage yesterday is particularly galling. It does seem as if the right wing is in the ascendancy all over the world, whether it be France, America, the UK, India. It's growing, and that makes me worry about the state of the human race. You know, what's happened to words like dignity and conscience? Where's our moral compass? I don't consider myself a socialist or a left-wing person, but I do consider myself a green, an environmentalist, someone who cares deeply about the planet, especially with regard to the fact that my granddaughter's growing up fast now, and I want there to be a good planet for her to live on when she's older. And I don't know that the way the world's going at the moment is conducive towards that healthy planet environment. With Jupiter in Libra and Mars in Aquarius, there's a lot of communication energy out there at the moment, and with Saturn trine Uranus being the dominant theme of next year, I have a hope that there's going to be a lot of revolution in a structured way that's going to bring a bit more order into chaos, but at the same time revolutionise our limitations. But let's get there, shall we? First of all, we've got the Jupiter-Pluto square of the coming 2 or 3 weeks. This is going to make situations a lot worse before it gets better. Jupiter and Pluto are equal and opposite. They're the largest planet and the smallest planet. Yet in mythology, they're equal. When they rebelled against their father, Kronos, they split the world into 3. Poseidon took the water world, Jupiter took the overworld, and Hades / Pluto took the underworld. So this is overworld versus underworld with Pluto and Jupiter square to each other. And I do suspect that at the psychological level, there's a lot of either breakthrough or breakdown coming up in the coming few weeks in ways that is going to create some type of dichotomy worldwide. Whether it be in the Indian economy, the French and British political systems, the American constitutional situation, I don't know. But it does seem to me that the world's a more dangerous place now. And it's getting more dangerous. And this worries me for the future, obviously. Now, 2016 has been the hardest year for many people so far this century. We were full of hope at the beginning of this year, but actually 2016 has been an annus horribilis, to quote Her Majesty. It's been tough for a lot of people. And I do put that primarily down to the Saturn-Neptune square, which is now finished. But now we've got Jupiter square Pluto over the coming week, and this is explosive. Explosive in that things are going to get built up to be much larger than they actually are. There's going to be some stuff comes up from the underworld. There's going to be secrets revealed. There's going to be stuff brought up to the surface which other people would prefer not to be kept, not to be announced. And Jupiter's going to amplify and exaggerate it and make it much bigger than it really is, but it's still going to bring it to the world's attention big time. You can expect a lot of larger-than-life hype and spin situations in the media on both sides of the political divide over the coming weeks. But looking at the history books, there's a similar energy around now, I feel, to what there was in 1930, 31, 32. And obviously I wasn't alive then, I'm not that old, but it does seem that the world is lurching now to the right. And Yes, I know the days of of national borders and country states are drawing to an end, that the future is much more corporate. But it does seem as if we're losing our social and moral compass, and that the disenfranchised are going to become more marginalised. The rich are going to get richer, the poor are going to get poorer. And thus, I'm sorry to say, either there will be a major divide in terms of social justice and fairness, and there will be a great deal of suppression and repression, and or there will be revolution. We live in interesting times. I'm so glad that astrology found me. I'm going to tell you now a secret to end with. And this is a secret I only normally tell those clients of mine that have studied astrology a long time, but it's time it was brought into the open. People don't find astrology. Astrology finds people. And if you think about the power behind that statement, it'll lead you to a realization about the very nature of astrology that's going to change a lot of people's perception about it. People don't find astrology, astrology finds people. Okay, we're back tomorrow. Been absent for a few days in shock and dealing with a few things of my own. I'm back now. Week ahead tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.